Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 565. As you may remember, only Krishna, Balarama, and Daruka were left of the Vrishni men. Balarama was not to be found there. Daruka and Krishna went in search of him. They found him near the shore of the sea, leaning against a tree. Disgusted with the drunken brawl, Balarama had already left the place and reached the seashore. He had decided to give up his life. He was sitting in the yoga trance. Krishna saw him and said, Daruka, go at once to Hastinapura. Tell my dear Arjuna about the happenings at Prabhasa. Tell Yudhishthira everything. Tell him about the moral degradation of the Vrishni house. Tell them that the heroes had become so deteriorated that a drunken brawl was enough to destroy them. Tell him about the curse of the rishis and of Gandhari. Bring Arjuna as early as you can to Dwarka and ask him to take care of the women and children. Ask him to come soon. It was with a heavy heart that Daruka bade farewell to Krishna and set out toward Hastinapura. Krishna hurried to his brother and said, Brother, wait for me. I'll go back to Dwarka and leave the women and children with our father. I'll come back and we can go together. Krishna went back to Dwarka. He went to his father Vasudeva and said, I have sent for Arjuna. He'll come and take charge of everything. He will come soon. I have to go back. Balarama is waiting for me. I have to go to him. I cannot look on this Dwarka without my people. Balarama and I are bent on tapas. Krishna fell at the feet of his father. He would not look back. He walked away as fast as he could. He reached the spot where his dear brother was waiting for him. Balarama saw him and went into a trance. Krishna stood by and waited and watched. He saw an immense white serpent coming out of the mouth of Balarama. It came out and disappeared into the ocean. It is said that Krishna is the incarnation of Vishnu, and that Balarama is the incarnation of Shesha, the serpent which is the bed of Vishnu. Krishna saw Shesha issuing out of the mouth of Balarama. He knew that his time had come too. Chapter 17, the death of Krishna. It was evening. Krishna wandered about lost in thought. He had reached the end of his life. He had achieved all that he came to achieve. His mind went back to the days at Gokula. He thought of Yashoda, his foster mother. His thoughts hovered about Radha as a bee would round a flower laden with honey. Krishna brushed the memory away. His mind now went to Mathura, where he had killed the tyrant Kamsa. The years rolled on like waves of the sea, which he was seeing with unseeing eyes. His thoughts rested on the Pandavas. He thought of his first meeting with the Pandavas. Then came the many incidents in their pain-filled lives. Then the war, the destruction of the Kshatriyas of the world. Then came the death of Duryodhana and the curse of Gandhari. Krishna had to live to see it fulfilled. He thought of the dead child Abhimanyu and his giving life to it. He smiled. Yes, it was a great effort to do it, but he had done it. To the last, he had guarded the Pandavas. He had only one regret: he could not meet Arjuna. Suddenly, his face was lit up with a sweet smile. He could melt into his dream and speak to him. Krishna sat down in a trance. With great effort of the will, he touched the mind of Arjuna with his own. He felt that Arjuna's mind had been drawn by the power of his mind. He was glad about it. Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.